Hi everyone, welcome back to Mixed Views Podcast. It's McKennah.
And Marissa.
And it's been a while since we were on the mic, let me tell you. Since last year, if you know what I mean. Happy New Year to all those who celebrate. We hope you all had a great holiday break and are staying warm in whatever version of a winter wonderland you are in right now. Quickly, we wanted to reintroduce ourselves since, it's been a while. I'm McKennah. I'm 21 almost. In a month, not even a month. I'm a junior at Western Kentucky University studying biology and chemistry to become a future brain surgeon. I work at Texas Roadhouse, and some of my hobbies include working out, reading books, and cooking some new recipes.
Wow, it's nice to meet you, McKennah. Hi. I am Marissa. I'm the older sister of the duo. If you didn't know, we are older and younger sister. So I am 26, 27 this year. I live north of Nashville, work a corporate accounting job, graduated from WKU, then graduated from Lipscomb, lots of graduations. Nowadays I just work, and my current fixations are DIY projects since I bought a house last summer, traveling, Fortnite, and reading. It's what you will catch me doing. So we are here to kick off a new season of Mixed Views with a fresh episode outline and hopefully more value to bring to you guys. Personally, and I know we both talked about this, we liked the diary and blog style, but I specifically feel like we can give more to our audience. So we did some soul searching, went on a few yoga retreats in remote rainforests, obviously JK, and found our new purpose in life.
What is it, you might ask? Saturday sessions, aka a therapy dupe for all the hot girls, guys, and gays who need a pick-me-up after the brutal week we just made it through. What can you expect to take away from this show weekly?
Something bad, something good, and something happening. We hope to give you a laugh, a sense of relatability, and a fun conversation topic to take to the bar, church, your kid's Little League game, or wherever else the weekend takes you. Now let's get into it already.
We are starting off with the nitty-gritty, the bad bleep that happened this week. My personal favorite, the complaining. In this segment, we will share something questionable, foul, terrible, annoying, or downright bad that happened over the past week. That's not all, though. We will also post a question box on the podcast Instagram weekly to get your what the beep moments as well. Want to know the only thing that makes complaining better? Complaining together.
Yes, let it off your chest. Let us know what's going on. Complain a little. Tell us about it. So, McKennah, you want to kick us off?
Of course. So, something bad that happened this week is I got my electricity bill in the mail, and it has been 5 degrees or lower in the old WKU area, so my electricity bill was very bad to keep myself warm in the house.
Oh, wow. That feels like a shared problem. Definitely getting some relatability right there, because I'm sure we're all going to have a crazy electric bill when this one comes out. Thank goodness. Mine runs a month in arrears, so I won't see this cold front until like my February bill.
Oh.
You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Dang. How much was it? Share with the class.
Too much for me to remember. I don't know, usually it runs like $15 to $17 a month, but this month I had to crank it up a little bit, and it's been working overdrive, and it's like $45-50, which is not a lot to the general public, but to me it feels like a stab in the chest.
That really blows the budget, honestly.
Yeah,
when you're expecting
was not prepared.
$15 and it comes in $50, like you didn't even know you could get that high. Honestly,
I'm gonna have to scrap up the change in the couch.
Gotta go clean out the car, all the quarters that fell, your work apron.
Yes, the work apron. That one's first.
Yes. Oh, goodness. Although that's terrible, you will live to see another day, and at least we have heat. That's the silver lining in this situation.
That's all I care about, really.
Yeah. Well, now I guess I will get into my venting. So, the something bad that's been kind of holding me down for a while that I would love to get off my chest. I have had some crazy decision fatigue with house projects lately. Where I think this all started is just social media, because I'm just seeing too much. Too many possibilities, too many options, and it's confusing me in what I want. Like, I'm trying to find my style and implement it here, but then I see something that's cute and pretty and new, and I'm like, ooh, what about that? Ooh, what about that? A million times over. So then I do something and regret it a week later, or I order something and within the time it delivers from Amazon 2-day shipping, I found something else that I want more. And like, it's causing this endless circle for me where I'm not getting anything done and I'm just in the decision-making phase eternally. And really, it's gotta go. Honestly, it's gotta go. And it's for the birds. And it's terrible, foul, ugly, stupid, and annoying. And that's why I have to get it off my chest. So, moving forward, hope to start. I'm just gonna let go and let God and the vibes are going to carry me to whatever feels right, I'm just going to do it. If I have a Mod Podge unaesthetic house, fork it. That's what I'm saying. Fork it. I have a lot of life ahead of me to make it perfect. Let's make some mistakes.
Whoever came up with the idea of an aesthetic really must have already been famous with a lot of money.
They had to have endless money. It's crazy. That's what I started thinking. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
at this point, I can replace all this stuff to match the aesthetic that I'm going to go for. Or I can just use what I have and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just hoping to be more clear-minded. And the bad is, goodness gracious, I'm tired of deciding stuff. Goodness.
Well, you did just buy a house, so being honest, it's probably still going to be some decisions. You can't just go from wanting a black kitchen table to get a hot pink one because you just thought it might fit. You could paint it or something. I mean, you could, actually. I'm not. But the decision making is still there, but you're going to find a better way to do it.
Yes, that's...
Instead of asking me a million questions and then still not choosing my answer.
I guess I just don't trust the vibe. Anyway, anyhow, that's my something bad. And typically now we would share what's happening to our people this week and read the Instagram submissions. However, we thought we'd take this week is like we have to do all the intros of the segments and we reintroduce ourselves and all that good stuff. So that's going to take up a bit of time. So we will start that next week and you all will be able to write in your something bad and we'll share it here anonymously, just to have some more submissions and camaraderie. Now that we have all that off our chests, we can switch gears to Tell Me Something Good. We introed this briefly in the last season of Mixed Views and decided to bring it back. In this segment, we'll share something positive or quote-unquote good that happened over the past week. Again, we will post weekly Instagram boxes to get your positives as well. It'll be a big old pot of our goodness to get us back to a happy, warm, and fuzzy state of mind after all that negativity we just talked about. So,
Marissa, want to get us started?
Sure thing. So this week, not necessarily this week, but since we have 3 weeks of January, this is just kind of an overall good so far. So I'm using my planner. That's new for 2024. I got it for Christmas. It stays on my desk and I combine work and life into one notebook day planner. So I keep all my to-do lists, to-do things, to-do lives, to buy things, all that good stuff that I'm thinking about all the time that I have to do. I have a place to jot it down all the time and keep up with it. And it's been fun. It's been easier to keep up with, I think, because I'm not having a work notebook, a phone calendar, and then a wall planner for whatever the heck else. Like, I just had all my stuff all over the place. So getting it into one place has been good for me, and it's also really fun to look back on. Like yesterday, it was Friday, so I was closing out the work week, and I looked back on the first 3 weeks where I was using my planner, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'd be doing so much. And it was fun, and I love to mark off the items. But yeah, hopefully I can keep it up throughout the rest of the year, but that is something really good to start off the year for me. What about you, McKenna?
Well, I also did like a generalized from January 1st till now because nothing's really happened like crazy this week with our snowstorm. But here recently I've been like eating a lot better, eating 3 meals a day, 2 snacks in between, drinking the adequate amount of water that your body desires, like taking my vitamins. I've been working out consistently. Like I'm going for 5 to 7 days a week, and that is being hit every week.
Healthy girl.
So I just feel like overall my fitness and health journey is doing better than it was last year. Just because I'm feeling better. My skin is definitely looking better, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
Not to be the negative Nancy here, but remember your word of the year last year was consistency for the same thing. So I don't know where we fell off last year to have picked it back up, but I hope we make it further than that this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I fell off because I kept going. It just wasn't as consistent. Consistency might be my word of the year again.
Round 2.
Sometimes it takes a few years to get these things under control, okay?
Absolutely. Well, that is so good. You are really in your fitness girl era. It's kind of like you're doing 75 soft. Have you heard of 75 hard?
No.
What? Oh my gosh. Is everyone else listening right now baffled that McKenna hasn't heard of 75 hard? Is it just a millennial upper Gen Z thing that we know about? and the Gen X doesn't? Confused. Anywho, back to the conversation being held right here. 75 hard is for 75 days you like implement some kind of eating structure, whether it's meal prep or you cut out bread or whatever the heck you want to do. You work out twice a day. One is indoor, one is outdoor. You read 10 pages a day, or 10 minutes, I think, and then drink a gallon of water, I think. But anywho, I hope that stays well for you. I've seen your little cooking and stuff. You are chefing it up and doing the dang thing, and I love that for you. I wish I had a Planet Fitness. If I had a Planet Fitness, I would probably try it with you. I would hit at least 3 out of 7 of those days, but I ain't got no Planet Fitness, and I canceled the Y, so.
Yeah, our Planet Fitness is getting a remodel. It's becoming bigger, so there will be more things, more accessibility. I'm so excited.
That's freaking awesome. I'm surprised they don't just put another one, honestly.
Me too.
A segment random that I just thought of because we were talking about it. Words of the year. Are you going to stick with consistency for your word of the year?
Last year I had 2. It was consistency and positivity. I honestly think those are going to be my exact same words of the year for this year as well.
Yeah, okay. I feel like you're pretty positive.
I try to be. I'm trying to be more personally positive, like body positive, face positive, like mental positive, because I'm very outside of me positive.
Okay. Externally, you need some internal positivity.
Yeah. Yeah, what are your words?
I think I only have one, and it's intention.
I love that.
Jaw on the floor, love. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to more intentionally use my time, my money, my resources, my everything. You know?
One of my professors, on day 1, we were supposed to be back in class, and he was very upset that we weren't. And he was like, one thing that is going to help you succeed in life is having intentional days, having days that are worth doing something for, not just sitting around and randomly doing something, but having it planned out, having it thought through. If you have a step-by-step, you will do a step-by-step. So,
I'm about to enroll. Can I audit this man's class just for day 1? I need that speech.
Please don't.
Oh, gosh. I agree, though.
Yes. That's made me very like, oh, wait, I need to step my game up when it comes to school, when it comes to life, because I was not intentional either.
Yeah, I've just kind of been willy-nilly floating. I think we're going to do great this year. That's all I got to say. We're going to do great.
Period.
Intention and consistency and positivity.
Yes.
Focus
Intentions,
was mine last
positivity,
year.
Connect. Nope. But I don't remember. But I'm going to do it. Consistency.
Intentionally consistent and positive. That's us. Okay. Now,
excuse us as we shift into our anchorwoman outfits and welcome you to the first session of News with Mixed Views. In this segment, you will hear all about something happening in the world, pop culture news, world news, business news, sports news, movie, TV news, etc.
Whatever the top 1 to 3 pieces of news that hit the press this week are, we will be here to give our takes on and provide some not so necessary commentary. This week, we have a fire lineup since there are technically 3 weeks of news cycle to choose from. Let's dive right in. Our first story of the week, oh my gosh, a freaking doozy. Jeff Epstein's flight log was released, you all.
You know, I was very surprised when I saw this on our conversation of the week. And I was very surprised when I finally read about it, because I had no idea.
Are you kidding? You didn't hear about it?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So January 9th, 2024, the Jeffrey Epstein contact names revealed in unsealed documents. There were more than 900 pages released. It did include the flight log. There were people that listed on there. Oh wow, his private jet was nicknamed Lolita Express. I don't think I knew that.
Yes. Yeah, I knew that part. I just didn't know the rest.
Interesting. Okay, and the release of the names stem from a now settled defamation lawsuit brought in 2015 by Virginia Gorfrey, who accused Ghislaine of enabling her abuse by Epstein. So Virginia, I believe, was one of their little call girls, that used to give out the massages and all that good stuff. Maxwell was found guilty by a New York jury in 2021. She's apparently in a Florida prison right now, but I really thought she was somewhere in witness protection. Maybe that's the conspiracy theorist in me. Not sure. Epstein is indeed dead, but Some of the names are on multiple times. Some of them are not listed at all. I searched this morning and found this Google Doc that has every single name. It's crazy to me. It goes back to 1995, 11/17/1995 is like the first day that someone wrote this. And there's literally first name, last name, all on here. I know I heard in some reports on this that they went through and would ask, I guess it was Virginia or whoever the witness was, like they would read off the name and say like Ghislaine Maxwell, and they'd be like, did you ever see this person at the island? And she would be like, no contact, no, I never saw them there, something like that. And that's how they kind of went through and ruled people in or out. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are on here, and she said yes, and we just let them keep walking the street.
Not surprised. You're surprised? That's what you're surprised about?
Like, who are you surprised about?
Prince Andrew?
Oh, that one to me was already confirmed. I don't know why. Like, I guess Bill Clinton was too.
See, I knew of Bill Clinton, but when his name was written on the paper, I said, okay, like, was it expected? Yes. But did I expect it? No.
Yeah. I am just, like, there's so many people on there. Michael Jackson's on there, and I'm like, damn, he probably was fucking them kids, you know?
He probably was. I also thought it was crazy that, like, I saw that, like, Jeffrey and his family flew on this Lolita Express, which was considered, like, a pathway to his sex trafficking empire, is what I read, quote by quote. But in one of the flight, like, lines, it said Jeffrey and his two aunts. No names, just his two aunts.
I saw that. Jeffrey, I literally saw it on the flight log. Jeffrey Epstein, aunt. Or there would be, like, female. So it got
One
really...
female, two female.
Yeah. It was really, like, cryptic at some points, but then really, like... first name, last name at some points also.
And there were a few that were like Jeffrey, comma, and then Epstein. It makes me think him and his whole family were taking the Lolita Express so everybody could get a happy ending.
Probably. I think a lot of people were taking it. Something that I heard on the toast, which I think is interesting. Claudia was saying, like, once you make it to this level of wealth and you have a private jet and you have, you know, all this good stuff, you borrow people's private jet. It's like a favor that you do. So we can't necessarily take the list and just say, oh yeah, all these people are guilty of X, Y, and Z, because some people maybe really were just like hitching a ride, you know? Or like doing something really not pedophilic, but at least half these motherfuckers were. This whole thing is crazy though, and I just really haven't moved on from it, but now I'm wondering, like, where next? Like, we have this information, okay, do we convict these people of pedophilia since people are on record saying all this, or do we just move on? Like, they're not convicted child... what is it called, you know? I think it's just pedophile. Convicted pedophile.
Yeah. No, I honestly, with the names that have been mentioned, specifically those two, I feel like it'll be, like, exploded to the world that they're going through this. And then one day it'll be forgotten, died off, and that'll be it. They'll be roaming the streets.
I agree. Yeah. Well, sadly, I think I agree. I wish there was some, like, justice or something, you know? Because these are these are big bad people.
And that's why there's no justice. Because these big bad people make big bad dollars.
I know. Okay.
So you want to move on to number 2 of the news for the week?
Moving on to number 2 as best I can, because it's hard for me to get past this, but...
Obviously.
I know. I still have thoughts racing through my brain. Anywho, keep going.
So, number 2 is Wizards of Waverly Place coming back, rebooting, restarting. What's it called?
January 18th, 2024, it was reported. Selena Gomez, David Henry returning for Wizards of Waverly Place reboot. Fans rejoice as the magical sibling duo, Alex and Justin Russo, are making a return to TV in the pilot of the show's new sequel, Wizards.
Sequel, that's what it is.
There we go. Okay, so it comes after, and it's just called Wizards. So what I read this morning is Justin, the brother, his real name is David Henry, is going to be a regular basis show. Selena Gomez is set to appear in the pilot as a guest star. So that makes me think she's not really going to be in it. She's just going to kind of pop in.
I read that it was just about Justin and his family, because he lost the Wizard family competition, so him and his family, no magic. So like a remake of Wizards of Waverly Place, but with Justin and his family instead of Justin and Alex and Max. Okay. There's no Max, basically, is what I read.
I wish I knew who Max was right now.
Max Russo, the youngest brother.
Okay. What I saw is, so what I'm looking at right now, the sequel follows the story of Justin, who leaves his job at WizTech and his magic powers behind to live a normal life with his family. So I don't know if he lost the competition. I think he just left the wizardry world.
See, I was talking about that last night, and I was like, I don't remember him losing the family competition except for in the movie and her giving it up. So I'm going to have to go back and rewatch the last few episodes of Wizards Waverly Place.
Yeah. And then a young wizard shows up at his door looking for training. So I guess, and it says Justin must embrace his past to ensure the future of the wizard world. The pilot is
it
written
says he has,
by...
like, 2 sons and a wife.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. 2 sons and a wife. Okay. Yeah. The reboot's written by the people who wrote that. So Raven.
Yeah, the reboot of Wizards Waverly Place, so catch me watching it.
I don't know that I'll watch it. I'll probably will watch maybe 1 episode, but I have a few things in line ahead of this. It just feels good when something from your childhood comes back, you know? It's like, oof. But then it lets me know for sure they're not making TV like they used to, because they're not making new shows. They're just remaking the old one.
But I kind of like that. Sometimes.
Yeah. So, anything else on Wizards of Waverly Place reboot?
No. No. We just gotta wait and see. Watch. And be patient and see what happens. It sounds like it's going to be just like Wizards of Waverly Place, the exact same thing. A family, no magic. Yeah, he probably bought the subway station, lives there.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I imagine it'll stream on Disney Plus. Excited for what's to come and happy for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Love when those actors get more money. Now, we will go into our third story. This was a dig at you.
Yeah, no.
Not really a dig, but how I typed the story was Eagles down. Jason Kelsey's retiring. Super Bowl predictions. Eagles down is at McKennah because she's an Eagles fan.
That was a tragic game.
From what I'm hearing. Yeah, I watched it, but I don't really remember what happened, so can't tell you much about it. But they lost.
They didn't just lose.
They were supposed to make a run for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. The crazy thing is that you thought they were even going to be in the Super Bowl. As a true fan, I did not.
Oh, I thought I was pulling for the Kelsey Brethren reunion. Really, I was pulling for Jason Kelsey to win a Super Bowl on his last year and go out on a high note.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew personally that they were going to do really good all through the season, the beginning. You know, they were on their hype. They've got great athletes. Mm-hmm. The second part of the season, it was just like they forgot what football was. They started making bows and cheerleading.
It really does happen.
It's okay, though.
Been there, experienced that.
It's okay.
Yeah. I see they lost 9-32.
It was awful.
That's a blowout.
Yeah, 1 touchdown and 1 field goal.
That's ugly.
Yeah, it was real.
That's ugly.
I didn't even enjoy watching it. It was so ugly.
So today we have the Texans versus the Ravens and the Packers versus the 49ers. Tomorrow, Bucks versus Lions, Chiefs versus Bills. I guess we're down to 4 teams, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's 6. Damn.
I've had the same...
That's 8. Oh, my God, my math.
Yeah, you're doing awful. I've had the same I've had the same Super Bowl predictions since, like, the beginning of the season, though, I feel like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's going to be the 49ers and the Ravens.
You stole mine.
No, I stole the world's.
Yeah, I'm going based on the image. That's why I had to look it up to see what color was in the Super Bowl logo.
Yeah, their, like, ranks... Their wins and losses are very similar. They've had great seasons. They have not fallen off a bit. And they're just really up there.
Okay. Niner. Ooh, the 49ers did lose to the Rams the last time they played.
That's okay.
It is okay. Gotta win. I mean, you gotta lose some. Yeah, 49ers and Ravens. Between those two, who would I pull for? I think I'm gonna pull for the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm not a 49er. I don't know why, but I just don't like the 49ers colors. I don't care anything about them.
Seems so traditional.
Yeah, what?
When I look at that team, it's like, ew, traditional.
Yeah,
like,
grow up.
Old school.
You look like a pirate. Come on.
Yeah.
Something that I think is crazy, though, is, like, if the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, like, theoretically speaking, if the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl, we would have an amazing halftime show, probably paid for by himself, Travis Kelce. Because, Taylor, get out there.
Usher's in the halftime show. It's already decided.
It'd be crazy. Like, her life would be decided for her. You're doing the halftime show.
That would be too much. The ESPN server would be overloaded. Or whatever. The ABC or NBC, whatever the station is. Yeah, so we've got Ravens and Niners going to the Super Bowl. I'm excited for the commercials. I'm excited for the usher of it.
Me too.
But I did go to his residency, so I assume it's going to be similar to that. So I'm telling everyone, look out. It's probably going to be strippers. Hopefully he brings out some guests. Do you think he'll have any guests?
I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know what Usher is anymore. I don't listen to new Usher. I only listen to old school Usher.
You don't think he's going to bring out Ludacris?
I don't know.
Luda. I don't know who he's going to bring out. Me neither. Good questions that need to be answered that we will have answers to 2 days after your birthday.
Yes.
Now, last thing last, Jason Kelsey is retiring, so he's gracefully bowing down. Good for him, family man. Go do your thing, brother. Please don't come back like Tom Brady did, because that's really embarrassing. I could see myself. So, they have their podcast, New Heights, with Jason and Travis. I heard that was a kind of a retirement venture plan for Jason all along. So he had something to lean on once they were out of football. But I don't know if you've ever watched Manning Cast, but Peyton and Eli Manning on Monday Night Football do like commentary. So they're on the side of the game, kind of like we're doing now, but they're both watching the game, saying what's happening and like who they talk to this week. It's really, really cool.
That's fun.
And they do it from their basement, I think. It's so fun. It's my preferred way to watch Monday Night Football. And they're hilarious. And they have that brotherly banter about them, where they like dig at each other. Anywho, I could see Jason and Travis Kelsey doing that.
Yeah.
Like some kind, like maybe a Thursday night football where they get the other game, So it's just brothers.
Or if they didn't do like games. Thursday night football commentary, they could really probably make a killing doing some night football predictions.
Yeah. So that's what we have on Epstein's Flight Log, Wizards of Waverly Place reboot, and Eagles down, Super Bowl up. I hope that you found something in that was interesting to you and that you can chit-chat about throughout the rest of the weekend. Hope that you have something to get off your chest for next week. Be on the lookout for that Instagram box and enjoyed or found some relatability or a quick giggle in our life problems that might not be so bad or might be the worst thing you've ever heard. Who knows? Either way, with that, the first episode of the 2024 season comes to an end.
Thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed the new format. And tune in next week for another quick therapy dope. Follow the Instagram at mixed.views.podcast to be featured in the shows and stay as up to date as possible.
Rate and review the pod wherever you are listening. We are so happy to be back, and we'll see you all Saturday. Bye.